Awesome work, my dude. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got. He thought he was gonna be able to beat me on the ground, and I told Mattie C that I was coming here to take no L's. And if you got a problem with that, 1-800, call my bluff, baby.
You heard it here.
On this team, we fight for that itch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that itch.
Coming in at 320 kilobytes per second, it's time for Mattie C's Sports for you and me.
All right, everybody. Mattie C Sports for you and me. I got the champ right here going for it. Tyler Smythe, this man from Maine. You have Bangor, right? Bangor, Maine?
Saco.
Oh, Saco, Maine. And what you had up there, that's your gym.
Yes, sir. Evolution Athletix.
Yes. And I really appreciate what you said about your team. You know, you said it's a team sport and not just, you jumping in there. I respected that statement you had there. So it seems like you have a good rapport with your team. Is it a good feeling to have a good team around you there?
No, definitely. I wouldn't be in the position where I'm at if it wasn't for the people in my corner and the people at the gym and people that help me get ready for these fights.
And you fought Joe Poirier here in Massachusetts at Plymouth July 2nd, which was an awesome atmosphere because of July 4th weekend and all that stuff. And how was it getting that belt that night?
It felt good, but I wasn't surprised. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I just wasn't that surprised. I was stoked, obviously, but I wasn't as stoked as I thought I would be. I was just like the post said, I wasn't satisfied.
Yeah, and I was in the interview room with you after the fights and stuff, and we talked a little bit, and you said the same thing, and there were some other questions, and I remember you saying distinctly, meh, like I'm satisfied, but it just wasn't enough for me. And it was like your quote now that you said that, I'm not satisfied yet. I want more. And, I remember you calling out, what's his name? Nate.
Nate Russell.
Yeah. You want him out of retirement. Are you still hungry for that?
Absolutely. That's the fight that we tried to get. That's the fight that I wanted. That's the fight I asked for. He wasn't able to fight coming up this month, so the next guy was Arthur.
And
we ran out of flyweights to fight. Really, that was the problem.
They're scared of you, bro.
They had to be.
But the good thing is you're fighting a great Ami and Arthur Mupofu, and how you feel going in against Arthur? Do you think that's a true test for you?
He's a legit opponent. He's got a legit skill set. He's a good fighter. But I just don't see me losing. Honestly, I just don't. I'm confident wherever the fight goes. I'm confident no matter what. Confident in my defense, offense. I'm confident, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it showed because like you said, you weren't satisfied, and I could see it. Like usually everybody's like, "Whoa, yeah, like fucking right," and you were happy, but I was like, this kid ain't happy because there's something missing. So now I found what's missing.
Yes, sir.
But
Yeah, before even my first fight, I wrote down a few goals, and a couple of my goals were getting a flyweight title and getting a bantamweight title. That's something that's been in my mind, being a legit champ in the same promotion. That's just been a goal of mine. Fight all the top guys in New England that are around my weight class that are amateurs, and then keep building the skill set, keep getting better, and eventually make the jump to pro. That's the goal.
And you're also you took over NEF pretty quickly too. I mean, you made your statement there too. Did you have the same reaction when when you won that title too, or was that a little bit more satisfying?
That was more satisfying just because it was the first title. It was really my first opponent, first really good opponent that I really fought.
Oh shit. Fucking kidding me? Sorry, man. Something converted with my phone did something, so I apologize.
Yeah. Oh, no worries. I thought that was me. But yeah,
yes.
The first title I won, that definitely gave me the most confidence. Like, okay, I can hang these guys. I can not only hang these guys, but I can beat these guys. You know what I mean? So like that's kind of, it was definitely more satisfying getting the first title.
And when you fought over there, is it a whole different atmosphere at NEF besides Cage Titans, or is it like? Is it like what's your preferred like atmosphere, I should say?
I mean, I love Cage Titans, don't get me wrong, but I love fighting at home. I love fighting for NEF just because my people are there. I don't get booed. When they call my name, the cheers are louder. I'm fighting in front of all my friends, family, everyone from the gym. It's when I fight with Cage Titans, it's a 3-hour drive for us, so I don't sell as many tickets. Nobody wants to drive that far. It's like we're just pretty much just the team drives up, we fight, we do our thing, we go home. Like it's nothing like fighting at home.
So probably like after your fight, you're like, shit, I got a 3-hour ride back home.
Yeah, usually we just chill in the hotel, get something to eat, get some drinks, and then move over the next day. But yeah.
But like what got you started in the MMA game?
I'd say wrestling for sure. I grew up watching UFC when I was a kid, but I grew up wrestling all through youth wrestling, middle school wrestling. I never wrestled in high school, college, but I always wanted to get back into it. And there was nothing. The next level for wrestling, like, is like there just really isn't much competition, or like unless you like go through college and do all that. So the next thing for me was just MMA. I found the local gym that was nearby, which I had a couple options. Evolution just opened up not too long before I was looking. It was a great looking facility. I went there, did a walk around. I loved the place, and then started training, getting back into shape, getting back to working out and the old roots of wrestling.
Sweet deal, sweet deal. And around Maine now, Maine's starting to get up there with guys fighting now. I mean, it wasn't like it was before. Now it's like a growing thing with Maine fighters coming out, and you're proving as yourself, that Maine ain't nothing to fuck with, really.
No, absolutely. Yeah,
I mean,
like I said earlier, it's all I just listen to my coaches. I show up to the gym. I work hard. It's the coaching. We got some of the best coaches around, and I feel like not a lot of people recognize that.
And do you have other guys that you want to come down to Cage Titans as well in your gym?
Yeah, we got we get a couple people that are looking for the debuts that might be fighting on this next coming up card. Yeah, we have a young team. We have a couple pros, obviously. We got Mo, we got Keegan. But yeah, we got a couple of youngins that are coming in and show their skill set as well and represent Evolution.
Sweet deal. And are you guys like branching out besides I know you fought one time in, what was it, Indiana? How was that?
That was that was an experience. That was fun. I didn't both times I fought the same kid. Didn't get the nod, but it was a fun time. We plan on going out back October, I believe, after this fight for Cage Titans. That's the next date that we're looking at.
Oh, okay. For the same promotion, you mean, too?
Yep. AOS.
Oh, okay. Interesting, because there's so many organizations around the United States. Like, people don't know LFC, B2, CES, Cage Titans. Just, it's everywhere. And I mean, like, is it good to know that you kind of have an option to where you want to go to fight?
Yeah, definitely. I honestly leave all that up to my coach. He does the matchmaking. He's the one that tells me who I'm fighting, when I'm fighting. I don't ask too many questions. I just show up at the gym, train hard, and he gives me a date. Gives me a weight, and that's that. I show up on weight and ready to fight. But yeah, it's definitely fun going to different organizations because it's different feels. You get those nerves out of the way for fighting in front of new people, new crowds, all that.
And with your whole team there, I mean, you had like a gang inside the octagon, man.
Oh yeah, we're pretty a tight group.
That's awesome. And like I said, I respect that you said, this is a team. It's not just me. Mm-hmm. Although that must be tiring as shit, all the stuff you guys do, man.
Oh yeah, our coach, he puts us through hell when we're getting ready for fights. But it shows it works. What he's teaching us, what he's making us go through, all the hard work, all the hard training, it's paying off, and it's finally showing.
And with you, I rarely don't ask, but for how hard is it for weight cut? Like, what's like what's your kind of thing? Like, is there like a certain point where you stop eating a certain food, or things like that?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm not too strict in my diet, even in camp. I love eating, man. I love pizza. I love all that shit. But yeah, it's usually just water load. Drink over a gallon and a half, 2 gallons if I can a day. Just water load as much as I can, and then that last week, a fight week, it's just a lot of sweating, a lot of sauna. Yeah, the weight cuts aren't easy, but I get it every time. There hasn't been a time I've missed a weight cut, but we get it done.
So so you're saying pizza's your victory meal after a big win?
It's one of them, that's for sure.
Or you're going for a dope, like, fucking fat steak?
I love steak. Usually right after weight cuts, it's Italian food. That's our tradition at our gym. We find the best local Italian place that we can find. It's near where we weigh in, and that's usually as soon as we're done weighing in. That's where we're going.
Well, we might as well be buddies now. I fucking love Italian food, man. Oh. Yeah. You got to come down here and eat that stuff, man.
Where you live? Where at?
I'm around the South Shore, so I'm like 25 minutes away from Plymouth Memorial Hall.
Oh shit!
You gotta go to Boston, man, to get the real Italian experience.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of good spots down there. I just look up on my phone closest Italian spot, and that's where we had.
I'll send it to you. I'll send you the good stuff.
That guy.
So, I mean, again, with Arthur, is this one you're really excited about? Like,
Definitely, this is another chance to make a big statement, show my skill set, fight another top local competitor, and walk away with another belt. This definitely added more fuel to the fire. Honestly, I wasn't that motivated last camp fighting Joe. I don't know. I just wasn't that motivated. But once I got the text that I'm fighting Arthur and we're going for the second belt, it did definitely lit a fire under my ass.
and I think that's great that you just stepped up and you were like, all right, I'm down. Let's fucking bang.
Yep, definitely.
So we'll definitely look forward to that.
That's something I don't get with a lot of local fighters. They try to pad their records, just fight shitty guys, and try to, like I said, pad their record. Like we're here trying to fight the best guys around. We're trying to test ourselves. Like I feel like that's what the whole amateur career is all about: is testing yourself. Like, are you about it or are you not? Like I signed up to fight. I'm here to fight anybody.
So with you, with like you've already had some, a couple losses. Like, does that just get the shit out of the way per se? Like, like it's really hard to be undefeated for a long time, but to get that loss out of the way and start fucking just training and getting more, more determined and educate yourself more. Like, was that a thing for you? Like when you had your first loss, did you just like strive to like do more?
Yeah, I mean, I do that after my wins, honestly, but it was mostly the feeling of losing, the feeling just not wanting to feel that again, just I think about that almost every training session is how I felt after my losses, and it was the same kid twice, which really pisses me off the most. But yeah, the losses definitely drive me to work harder and to not feel that feeling again. We get the highs and lows in this sport. So I like to feel the high of winning. You know what I mean? Nobody likes losing. I'm not here to lose. I'm here to put on a show and win. Get my hand raised.
Yeah. I know you had the win. I was like I said, I was like, he didn't show that he wanted. He showed he won, but like he was like, I want something else. So that's cool that you have the mindset that you're just determined. Like, all right, I got a belt. Like, let's go for the next one. Not like showboating and stuff. Like you're just straight to the point kind of shit.
Yeah, honestly, the belts don't really mean too much. Like most important thing to me is getting my hand raised. The belt is just icing on the cake for me. You know what I mean?
You want the bonuses and the cash.
Yeah, that's what I'm striving for. I told my coach the other day, like, I need to start getting paid for smashing these fools. Like that's the goal.
Well, the funny thing is that like are you going belt hunting too? You know what I mean? Like, are you trying to like go for belts as much as you can, or are you just trying to like stick out your ammies a little bit and then go pro at some point?
Yeah, well, the belts just because we're facing the top guys. We're not, and with that comes more. Just gets my name out there more. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, belts are fun. The belts, fighting for belts is definitely cool. But it's really like amateur belts don't really mean too much. Like in my opinion, it really just helps me get my name out there more and fight the top guys around you. You know what I mean? Like once I get a pro, that's when it really counts. Once I turn pro, that's when everything counts.
Yeah.
Once I turn pro, no one's really gonna remember my amateur career. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. I hear you. So, what got you the name Butter Knife?
You had to ask. Well, so when I first started the gym, I was definitely the nail. I definitely was the nail. I don't even think about a submission or even side control on anyone my first 6 months to a year at the gym. So, but I'd get tapped out. I'd immediately be ready for more. And so the nickname, it was kind of a joke, but it fucking stuck, unfortunately. It came from like, oh, he's not that sharp, but he gets the job done. That's pretty much. It was kind of just a gym joke, but that one of the guys made up. Lou, actually, he's famous for making nicknames at the gym, and everyone thought it was funny. And I got my fight gear when it was time to fight, and it said butter knife on it. And I was like, "You motherfuckers!" Guess I had no choice, really.
Well, shit. That name is so. I haven't heard that name in the octagon yet. So that could be fucking bread and butter right there.
Yeah, exactly. At the first few fights, they asked me like, "You got a nickname?" I was like, "No, but it's another way for people to like, I don't know, remember me from, because it's just, I don't know, it's funny. It kind of sticks. It is what it is, I guess. But yeah. So Cage Titan was the first promotion that announced me as Tyler Butterknife. And then everyone loved it, and so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll let it stick." Hopefully, I come across something better in the next few years, but upgrade to steak knife or something.
Steak? Oh yeah, or like cleaver, or fucking machete or some shit.
I need an upgrade. Upgrade my nickname.
Oh man. So my final question to you, Tyler, is Cage Titans. I mean, this is an atmosphere. I mean, it's a place where, it's a long ways away, but like, is it worth it hearing that crowd and getting that win there? And, and what besides the UFC, what else would you like to do in the future with MMA or anything like that?
Any big promotion. Like I said, we just want to fight the top guys, test our skill set, test to see if all the hard work, all the early mornings, late nights, see if all that shit's paying off. Like it's got to eventually. I'm not the type of guy to give up, so I'm willing to go through whatever storm, whatever rocky road I got to get through to get to where I want to be. You know what I mean? Yeah. Any big promotion. I want to get paid.
Yeah, you take more of a harder battle to get paid than me, so more power to you.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Well, August 27th at Plymouth Memorial Hall, Cage Titans 55. We will see you there against Arthur Mopofu for the title. Is there any way to follow you on social media at all?
Yeah, Instagram's usually the only thing I've been using lately. Follow me, Tyler Smythe 01, and follow the journey and hop on the Smythe train.
Well, everybody, this is Mattie C Sports for you and me. Look out for Tyler, his next fight, the butter knife Smythe. Nickname to be continued.
There, I appreciate you having me on.
All right, thank you. Everybody,
you.
This is Mattie C Sports. See ya.
Thanks for watching Mattie C's Sports for you and me. Make sure to follow Matty Cameron on Twitter at MattCameron23 or follow him on Instagram at MattieC23 or subscribe to his YouTube channel, Mattie C's Sports for you and me. Once again, thanks for watching.